Hey y'all, and welcome. We have something really good today. It's delicious and it's the Bahamian Conch salad. So here are our fresh ingredients. There's a little picture for you to get a good look at it. So there's the conch, orange, scotch bonnet peppers, fresh lime, bell peppers, onions, tomatoes, and of course the good old sea salt that we're going to be. All of these simple ingredients, fresh, simple ingredients are going to be in the conch salad. So let's prep our conch. Now, this is the conch, although it's not fresh, and in the Bahamas, you can literally get it fresh out of the sea, out of the conch shell, and served to you. But you know, we don't have that right now, so we got to do what we got to do. We got to work with what we got. So I'm just taking the conch. I put a little bit of salt in the water, and I'm just here now taking off any unwanted something from the flesh of the conch. And this is a sizable boy. And what you see me doing here is taking the sea salt, and I'm just adding a little bit to the conch because we're getting ready to do something real good. Kind of, giving the conch a little bit of scrubbing down to remove all of that stuff. So I just put the raw salt on both sides of the conch, and we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to rub our hands together. Now, you don't want to do this rigorously, but you want to do it with the level of intensity that you're still going to get to remove any unwanted debris from the surface of the conch. And you want to get it clean, and there are certain things that your knife may not be able to get. And so for me, this is just an added bonus or an added insurance to make sure that we remove everything. And see that there? Look at that. That was on the conch, and the salt removed that. That's not what you want. So here's the second piece of conch. I'm removing some unwanted flesh that didn't look too good, and I'm just going to repeat the exact same steps and adding the sea salt to one portion on both sides of the conch actually, and we're going to go ahead and do the exact same motion for this one, and just go ahead and just make sure that we're cleaning it properly. Now I do this, just good practice for me because it's not fresh, but of course when you got it fresh, they do the cleaning right there in front of you, for you to see the preparation of your conch salad from start to when you get to dig on in to that beautiful bowl of goodness. You hear me? So when we're done with this, all we're going to do is set this aside in a bowl, and I'm just going to go ahead and run this water. So I've rinsed them about 3 times already, and they got that good white color on it. And so I'm going to set these aside. Going to add a little bit of salt to the water, give that a little zhuzh, and then we're going to prep the rest of our ingredients. So I've already diced my tomatoes. That is going to go in the conch salad, and right here I'm working on the onion. And we're going to go ahead and just dice the onion. Now, this is a half of a yellow onion. You can use the white onion or the yellow onion. It's completely up to you. Now, I like onions in my conch salad, but I don't want them chunky. So for me, I'd usually go through and check the size of it and making sure that it is exactly where I want it to be. And then I'm just going to go ahead and continue to chop it up. I think I was listening to something here. I wasn't really focused at the time. And we're just going to go ahead and chop these onions, or dice them rather. And if you see that, just taking it and running the knife back through it, making sure it's diced the way I want it. Now, you don't need to have perfectly cubed or diced herbs that you're going to put in here. You just want it to a good size that you can still consume, and it won't be anything that you'd be like, unsavory. But that's how it is. So here is the bell pepper. Now, traditionally, you can have the green peppers in it. You can also have the other colors like the red or the orange or the yellow. It's completely up to you. For me, I am accustomed to having the green bell peppers in there, and I'm just showing you how I'm dicing it up to just go ahead and finish it off to have in the conch salad. Here's the conch that we had washed and cleaned earlier, and I'm just doing the exact same thing, just dicing it up. And if you see, they're not small chunks that you know when you put it in the conch salad that you have to search for it. No. So this bigger portion that you see me here is the more meatier side of the conch. This is the part where the horn is connected and looks similar to like a shoe horn, but not really. But it is the meat isn't tough, but it's a little bit more meatier on this side of the conch as opposed to the flatter surface. So this is the portion that I'm just going to go and cut into strips like I did with the rest of the conch, and then I'm just going to go ahead and dice it. And I don't want small pieces in the conch salad, and normally conch salad you will get some good hefty bits of conch in your conch salad. And we're just going to go ahead and finish cube this up, and then we're just going to go and combine everything together for this conch salad. So in a big bowl, I'm adding all of my ingredients: tomatoes, onions, bell peppers to it, and then we're gonna add the conch to the bowl. Now, normally, if you go to the Bahamas, you may hear people say, "Well, you know, I want an old-fashioned conch salad or a traditional conch salad." This here is exactly that, the old-fashioned, air quotes, or the traditional conch salad. I'm just squeezing in half of the orange, and I'm just going to add as I go if I need to. And of course, the fresh lime juice. I use about 2 limes for this, and I just added it gradually. So with half of an orange, I add 1 lime. So the lime is cut in half, and then I'm just squeezing the fresh juice in it. Don't use none of that bottle stuff. It changes the flavor profile. But if that's all you have available to you, go right ahead and you can use that. And of course, you see me just adding a little bit more lime juice here. Now, I should tell you, that's some salt I'm just adding in there. I'm not adding my pepper just yet. Because if you have little people in the house, or a person who may not like pepper, then this is what you want to do. You add your pepper at the end, or let the persons add theirs. There is some parts of the Bahamas that you can find what they call tropical conch salad, and what that is you have your fruits in there, like your pineapple, mango, apple, strawberries. That will be the tropical conch salad. And then you have some parts of the Bahamas where they serve it with mayonnaise or garlic salt, and that's fine. But this here is the traditional way of having Bahamian conch salad. Use the freshest of ingredients, fresh orange juice from an orange. Don't let nobody give you none of that bottled stuff or canned orange juice. You want the fresh juice. And this, my dear, is done. You can add your pepper. Like, share, and subscribe.